drive the truck wherever the fuck I wanted to. It was a fun game.
Let me know if the stream is up. And no, I have never intended on doing that. But that
Not even NASCAR Legends?
It sounds like a lot of fun though.
It does sound like a lot of fun. Use the default mod.
Okay.
Tim, what was the first SCS trucking game you played?
Euro Truck Simulator 2.
Wait, really? You never played any of the old OG ones?
No, I'd never heard of them.
Oh god, I remember playing the very first 18 Wheels game. I think it was Hard Truck 18 Wheels of Steel. That wasn't the very first game, but it was one of them, and wow. And then I think the second one I had was Pedal to the Metal. I never played Across America.
I have that one. I actually purchased that game legally.
Now is time to say
One come through mid over
good
here.
morning. Everybody's having fun and ready to watch the show. Thank you, Elton John, for that lovely introduction. Hello, this is Tony Pizarro from the Talladega Superspeedway. Today we will announce the starting lineup, sponsored by N.O.R.L Energy Drink. First on the pole, Ryan Rocketman Hauser. Rick My Man Jackson in the second position, only .222 seconds behind. Third, two-time winner John Tharp, Mr. Zigzag himself. Fourth, the Lucas Racing Horsepower, John Batista. Fifth, Lucas Racing Horsepower, Alex Craftsman. Sixth, Mr. Johnny Reed Foley, Big Red Impala. Seventh, Bob My Man Marley Ken Pettit. Eighth, Generic, Scott Jackson. Ninth, point leader Tim McDonald Honda, only Honda in the field. 10th, Cigarette Man Dave Miller. It's the Zach and Zach show in the 6th row, and our cameraman's going crazy. Craig Lee, Tony Pizarro. Donald Stewart, Martinsville winner Randy Dobbins. Dave Butterworth, Bill Werkheiser. Teammates, Matt Raboyne, Matthew Dominique. About to lose his sponsor if he doesn't have a good finish today, Ben Gear. And William Tex Perry. Rob Scarberry, Jimmy Stevens, Ampio. Steven Spears made the show tonight. And Adam Crapson. The Rookie of the Year battle commences between the two. Michael My Man Henson and Tony Long, both looking for their first career N.O.R.L win. Same for the Brandon Raines and Aaron Cummings Rowe, Scott Deutsch and Mark Guthrie, Dan Johnston, Venom Energy, Dalton Lucas from Caesars behind on the program at Lucas Racing, Alan Nesfeder, Christian Torres, Kevin Corbin, Jonathan Scrabix, Tyler Scott in the 39th position, Glenn Kaufman made the show, and to round out the field, Dale Rosendahl and David Courtney. Drivers who didn't make the field include Walt Flowers, Jacob Stumpf, Brian Stephen Lowe, Dale Cooper, Brandon Broderick Whitman, Philip Parker, among others. Jim Fitzmaurice has also not qualified.
Hey, can I make a request for next season?
Yes.
I want to change my driver name to Haricoob.
Sounds good. Haricoob.
Haricoob.
What the hell is wrong?
Now remember, the start-finish line is not normally where it is.
The race is just beginning. Green flag, green go! Hoyser at the point, entering turn 1. John Tharp follows.
I think the bottom line is going to be the dominant line today. If you're up top, you're going backwards.
Going to the back stretch, Ryan Hoyser takes the point as they go 2 and 3 wide behind. Rick Jackson and John Tharp still side by side. Jackson has the momentum and will clear the number 14 as they head to turn 3 out of turn 4. The Lucas Racing teammates Krapser and Batista side by side as they get pretty violently 3 wide behind.
Violently 3 wide.
Lap 1 is over.
He's
Ryan
at 33
Moser
up there.
takes the point.
The flashing shadows is a little weird.
Yeah, the camera angle is a little too close to the wall, but that's okay. As we see Alex Krapser and Rick Jackson battle for the 3rd position.
Still a higher quality production than the actual race.
Wait till we have a crash and then we don't have anything else on it.
3 wide, Rick Jackson on top. Bill Werkheiser, Rob Scarberry flying through the field already. Holy schmoly. Let's take a look at his onboard camera.
Channeling his inner Richard Petty.
Yes, in honor of Richard Petty. He is racing well tonight.
That's Franklin Richards. No way. Let's penny it up. Let's break that penny.
As you can see in front, Ken Pettit using that Wizards of Speed horsepower to fly through the field. Ryan Moser.
Welcome to The Rock at Talladega.
As you can tell, the bottom lane seems to be pretty good. If you get enough draft up there.
They are just stuck. You sucker.
I was late on that strategy. I have a SSG or SGM.
Johnny Reed Foley, one of the uptown favorites tonight, flying to the field as well.
Favorites? What does that
Actually performed a pre-race concert before he got behind the wheel.
Yes,
The fuck is this?
he opened for Billy Joel. He sang his hit, Uptown Foley.
I don't think that's a song.
It is. I've heard it. I know who you are.
Man, I'm going backwards.
QSM engines are 1, 2, 3. Foley trying to disrupt
Are they
that.
4 wide?
Oh, Steven Spears is 4 wide. Oh no.
Bit swapping, Talladega excitement.
John Batista, Yo Dog, Tony Pizarro, and Matthew Dominique. 4 wide action. 4 wide smashing.
Surprisingly, the pack is staying together. I was expecting something to get dropped.
The only thing I'm missing is a Fig Newton across the windshield.
I can't do that, Spears.
I know, we're not allowed to sell the window space, apparently. We need to fund it.
We need to mod the game so it's possible.
Everyone has a Fig Newton window.
I mean, that could be done, I think.
Holy, 4 wide.
It's hard to get the car we need because everyone's
They're
next to each
so
other.
close. Sorry, folks, our producer slept in today.
With a hangover from his night of drinking down on the boulevard.
3 of these motherfuckers have ops.
Oh
We got more balls back.
Oh my gosh.
no! QSM Dave Miller blows
Wow.
up right in the middle of the field. Everybody seems to be
Actually,
fine
nobody
except
dies.
Dave Miller.
That tractor is sick, boys.
I don't think he's going to make it to the pits.
I think the best thing is that we're gonna see a debris caution about 90 laps later because of this.
Probably. There'll be a muffler that just randomly shows up after 90 laps.
Ghost muffler.
Now this is a big concern for the other QSM team because,
The other QSM team?
well, for the other QSM members, I should say.
Yes, QSM squared. Oh no, he's on the apron.
It would,
And he's
it would appear that Dave Miller's day is probably
Nice.
over.
Did we get a yellow for that, or are we staying green?
We're staying green. Nobody
There's
got
one on
hurt.
B.
Apparently
Take the
the
bomb.
tow truck came around and pulled him around, and
Nobody
guess
got
that
hurt
didn't warrant a
except the
caution.
engine builder who's been beaten to death back at the shop.
Lap 6, Dave Miller, motor. Kaboom.
Tony, what did you just do?
Press the wrong button. Lap 8.
You just jumped to lap 106. That's what you did.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are having technical difficulties. Our producer slept in. And we're back.
Producer had a stroke, more like it. Field's starting to fall apart now.
you know, that motor blower is probably the best thing for the field to kind of sort itself out.
I feel like they're going to accordion back up, but here's the thing. The guys that were hanging on at the tail end were already pretty slow cars. Now they're just kind of falling back.
Yep.
Wow, there's definitely a break in back to the field.
If I could queue up Billy Venerini talking about how tired he is I'm just kidding.
Here's pre-race favorite Rick Jackson at the, not doing too good right now. 20th position. Stuck behind Christian Torres and Adam Passer.
The only Brazilian driver in this series. Argentinian driver in this series.
Yes,
I apologize to
he got here from the diversity program, and now that his warp issues are over, he is now respected by the group.
For what?
It's getting pretty intense overall as we are on board with Tony Long, looking up ahead to the leader.
Intense for the fans.
Obligatory. You know, this track is very wide, so 4 wide is doable around here.
It makes sense. We tried hard enough.
Man, this car is just stuck in the sucker hole.
We are on board with Craig Lee, looking to follow Tim McDonald, Rick Jackson, and Ken Pettit in the front. A worthy trio.
Oh, lap 11. We gotta go to commercial.
Commercial break for NOS Energy. NOS.
Oh, man.
And we're
Hi, Phil Swift here for Flex Tape. I couldn't resist.
Oh, let's go to the Flex Tape car.
We don't have one. Oh no.
Yes, we do. Oh, it's Flex Fuel. Never mind.
God damn it.
Actually, there is a rumor that the 65 is getting looks from Phil Swift.
Just Phil Swift, not the company. Just Phil
That,
Swift.
just Phil Swift's face. You know, he may want to put his face on the car.
A la Corey LaJoy and Carrot Top.
John Batista is up to the second position as he goes for the lead.
You know, it's amazing. He didn't even like this kind of racing.
John Batista does not like super speedways or Watkins Glen, despite his successes there last year.
We're just gonna see a day of people going to the front, getting shuffled, going all the way to the back, and coming back. Because look at this, 22's already back at the front of the field.
Yes, it's
And
called
now we're getting
the
shuffled again.
it's called the sucker hole. I think that's sucker hole number 8, including the last one.
John Batista goes for the lead, first car to even come close to passing the 138.
Oh, he's got him!
Oh,
Mikey!
here comes the 18.
He's gonna get him. Oh, we're gonna go 3 wide for the lead. Rick Jackson comes from 22nd to first like Dale Earnhardt in 2000.
Guys, he could see the air.
But we're not gonna talk about NASCAR competitor series now, will we? Of course we will.
What are we talking about now?
Oh, they're 5 wide.
Oh, they're vibrating.
They're back 4 wide. Madness.
It's okay, Steven Spears, you are drafting with Glenn way in the back.
You're not in the pack. You don't have to worry.
It's getting pretty
You know-
intense.
Man, if I just had a good motor, I'd be up there.
If you've been ahead of the guy that blew a motor, you can even get here. Look at how far back that second group is.
Tony
It just-
Pizarro, John Tharp, and Rick Jackson battle side by side for the lead.
Yeah, guys, according to my trends here, they cannot run 3 wide for this much longer. There's Look at Tony was lane by lane by lane, and he was leading the pack.
Yeah, I kind of need a win. Very badly.
Judging by his season, if he finishes last, it may just very well be it. But really, yes, you were in a tight spot.
Then you're just fighting for his future. One leader McDonald trying to stay out of the lane in the middle of the pack, but sometimes it's just too hard. Bill Borkheiser hoping his airplane-sponsored car doesn't turn into one later.
The good news is the AI
That's what you do.
Gary Golding is the greatest driver.
Yeah, guys, I've been running the numbers, and it's looking like maybe we'll make it to lap 37. Judging by the speeds they're running, it's all going to be dependent on where the cautions fall. Yeah, I'm just making a wild guess here. Judging by the 210 app average. Rap average. Yes. I don't know. I'd probably say maybe 35 laps. I don't know. They're running. Jesus, they're running quite fast. I don't know. It's okay. As many of you know, we took the plates off the cars because we said, why?
We took the plates off and gave them bowls.
We even took off the roof flaps, so...
Need a fucking slushy.
Okay, thanks
Yes.
for listening. Wow.
This pack is awesome.
How many cars are in the second pack?
Or why?
I'll let you know after the 4 wide.
This is Talladega, there's almost 4 wide.
You know, Ben Gear, he needs to run well today, so he's going to be aggressive.
He just needs a top 30. I mean,
This may...
Oh!
This rate... Oh no.
That's
Oh! Wow.
Oh no, that's gonna
Oh,
kill him
no.
in points. He might be out
Wow.
of the top 10.
Why are we looking at fastest lap, by the way?
Guys, I'll tell you, he even tried to wreck John Tharp when he blew up there. I think he wanted to get him out of the race as well. Well, that is not good.
Well, he and him are trying to get into the top 10 for the chase, so I can truly understand.
What a pronoun game that is.
Ron A. Oh, okay, sweet.
For fans watching at home, lap 6, Dave Miller, his motor, kaboom. And now lap 18, Rick Jackson, not a good day, his motor,
Oh,
kaboom.
Steven Spears, you're not going to go anywhere to pack 5 cars.
I think I'm in the pack of the slowest cars in the entire history of the league.
And David
And I-
Butterworth.
And I'm leading the pack. I mean, this is disgusting. Why are you getting out of line? What are you doing?
Where are you going?
Where
Fuck
are
you,
you
Steven
going?
Spears.
Where are you guys going?
Glenn, Scott Deutsch, David Courtney, and David Butterworth, and Steven Spears. The best of the bunch trying to make the race next week.
If they do that, you're going to drop somebody else in the pack.
Well, I think I'm at an aerodynamic disadvantage. I got donut marks on the side of the car.
Well, John lost the draft, huh?
Not good. Yes, he. Well, I'm telling you, Rick Jackson tried to wreck him when he blew
So
up.
you guys, jeez, that was a seizure, Tony.
Oh my god.
I thought Brad was racing for the lead, and then he was just racing for third. It was a bad angle.
So, you guys are going to pick up John Tharp in what, 10 laps?
At this rate, running this speed, yeah, probably.
You're gonna need his horsepower.
They'll take whatever cars they can get back there.
Yeah, you know, we're just hoping for a caution here.
For another motor failure.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna have more, especially running as fast as they are. I feel like there's probably gonna be some temperature problems.
Yeah, I would suggest bumping down some tape.
Yeah. Be
Should've
funny.
locked up 4th gear.
It's gonna be funny when, like, Glenn blows up running by himself or something. Probably gonna be my motor.
Stuff your ass so full.
Jesus Christ. This is a family broadcast. Is that old Rob working with Zach?
Rob has a fast car tonight.
Tell you what, he took a page out of Richard Petty's playbook.
Go to the front, that's all that matters. You know, Richard Petty was actually not super great at Talladega. I was
You
surprised.
made 1 till 88.
You know what it-
1988.
You know what? It was the wider track. That's what did him in. It was the wider track, and they moved the start-finish line. Totally screwed him over.
The only car that seems fast enough to pass Tony Mazzaro has caught him. Ryan My Man Hoyser, with help from Rob Scarberry, goes to the inside, battles for the lead coming into turn 3. And it looks like he's going to take it.
That 138 car is gonna probably it's gonna take a lot to beat them today.
He's going for 2 in a row. Won 7 races last year, only 1 so far this year.
That 41 is just, he is looking to get up front, and he is looking to lead this race.
Well, right now he's getting pushed behind by Ryan's teammate Craig Lee in the matching NOS Energy Chevrolet. As John Batista looks low.
I want to eat some McDonald's.
McDonald's does sound pretty good.
Yeah.
You know when NASCAR went to Japan, they tried eating the Japanese food and they hated it so much they just went to McDonald's.
Yeah, well, yeah.
After that riveting story, a word from our sponsors.
This, I think how lucky I am to be a NASCAR Win Stick-Up driver, and how fortunate I am to have a great sponsor like Napa Auto Parts, because Napa understands quality and value, and the importance of having a friendly, knowledgeable staff. And it's at times like this, looking around at the empty grandstands, and listening to the silence of pit road, I realize I'm at the wrong track.
That's barbecue.
It's actually, we just heard from the worst NASCAR driver in history.
Japanese driver Kyle Larson.
4 wide. Oh god, 5 wide almost.
Yeah, 5 is the only time I think we should get worried now.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Tom Cruise.
He did drive the mellow yellow car.
That was not an endorsement on Scientology. That was just stating his name. Thank you for not being controversial. Oh!
Point leader Tim McDonald right in the middle of everything.
Yeah, that's not usually where I like to run. I like to run on the outside right next to the leader for about 30 laps.
Old McDonald had a car, the Caterpillar.
Okay.
Wow, that may have given me cancer.
Let's sing the Hokey Pokey now. Bless you, JB.
Put your left tire in, take your right rear out.
How do you do caster cam?
You adjust your caster camber in, you spin it all about. You blow over a Dega and you cry on the TV. It's the Hokey Pokey N.O.R.L extravaganza.
That's the worst song I've ever heard, and I've heard Revolution number 9.
All right.
Looks like they're calming down here.
With Ryan and Johnny Reed Foley, 2 very fast cars at the front. The horsepower spreading them out.
Has John Thorpe been caught by the slow pieces of shit yet?
No, not yet. I am at the track. See, I don't know what I'm talking.
It would appear as such. Bad news. David Courtney is leading the field.
Spears doesn't even know what's happening outside his goddamn windshield.
I can't call it. You know, it's impressive, how slow. Oh god, there he goes. See, Tharp is just not having it. He's like, I need to lead this
What
pack.
kind of ugly ass version of Talladega is this?
Excuse you? This is the...
Tony?
Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What happened?
And we have a caution.
There was a lot of black smoke.
I
Oh,
don't like
no.
the looks of that. I don't feel good about this. I want to see a replay.
That was incredible. Whoa! Trouble! 2 cars around. There's a wall. Another car. And we
Oh shit.
Oh, this is not convenient.
Yep, Guthrie just blew up in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
A lot of cars get through right up until here where he bounces off the 86 and wipes him out.
The crash.
Absolute Arca breaks by Zachary Miller there.
Yo Dog, Matthew Dominique,
Oh,
Zach Miller,
my
Dale
God.
Rosendahl, and
That was the easiest wreck to avoid, and he just...
Mark
I'm kind of bored anyway.
I think Ricky Stenhouse did that once.
So that's the third car to blow up, but this one was right up front.
Tell you what, guys, judging by the trends, you got lap 6, lap 18, and lap 27. You got motors going kaboom. Not good.
Is that a trend?
It is a trend, according to my calculator.
I don't think that's how trends work.
I don't see any trend.
There is a trend there. It's that my calculator said 1 + 1 + 1 is 3. Back to you, Tim.
Okay.
Somebody get that goddamn calculator away from him. He don't even know how to use it.
Why is the 11 in every crash in this series?
I can't believe
Realistic.
17 to flip 98 times.
Sorry for yelling, but I need answers on why Dale Rosendahl is consistent
Good news is, this
in
gets
every
John
wreck.
Tharp back into this race.
Yeah, you're back in this race, Spears.
He's not John Tharp.
Back in the yeah, John Tharp is going for points. You're going for points too, but in a different way.
I'm going for the please get me locked in, so help me God.
Tony, did you tell Ken Pettit that Walter lost his life?
I did not.
Tim, I think you should put
Middle,
a
up, middle, and...
message on the website.
We're in it. Guy just hooked us. He just fucking hooked us.
Not a good look for the Xbox machine.
On board with Matthew Dominique.
I think the reason he drove into this wreck is look at all this oil on the windshield. He can't see a goddamn thing.
I mean, the smoke and oil, yeah, you gotta really feel from that.
Ooh, nice avoidance. And
Sometimes that's not enough.
It was
You know, Matthew Dominique.
that was
almost
perfect
made it
avoidance
through.
until the
Till the
Yo
end.
Dog hit.
You know what happened is
Zach Michael on board.
the car got stuck on the apron and just, you know, from there it was over.
Whoa!
Tremendous wreck avoidance.
That was a
Insane.
save. I think he got hit.
Oh, that's an AI save. We wouldn't have been able to do that.
Oh God, no! What a save by Zach
Oh yeah,
Miller.
he got tagged.
He got tagged by
Right.
Zach Miller.
It's the Zach and Zach show.
The Zach and Zach show has gone full
Now that
crazy.
32's got to be done. Now these guys didn't argue break into this, right?
The wreck was too far ahead.
Yeah, but I love how I'm not decelerating. I just pedal. Okay, I actually did slow down. Okay. Glenn just said nope. Pedal to the floor
Take the spot.
and
Pedal
we're
to
gonna
the
go.
floor, no pedal to the front bumper.
Well,
Pit stop time.
we're gonna need a recap
Why are
on.
we driving in the grass?
Oh my gosh, the right sides are gonna be dirty after this.
We will need 4 tires.
Yo Dog
Yeah,
has
guys.
parked the car.
Yeah, guys. So my trend was just almost right. Lap 28, we'd taken some tires and fuel. No, I don't know. I would be kind of worried. That is the third motor gone in less than 30 laps.
Yes.
So
I think we're gonna see more of that. Probably also
Yes.
gonna see more wrecks because of it.
I'm just waiting for like the walls to just wipe out the whole field. Wow, on pit exit, they're not in the grass, so I think they just wanted to keep the tires dirty.
Keep the tires dirty.
You know, apparently the grass and dirt gives it traction.
I don't think that's how business works.
Well, you just gotta spray some Coca-Cola on the tires and roll around in the grass, and next thing you know, you're off.
I feel like there might be a rule against that.
So, only one car retired from the race because of that? What's going on here? How many people are
Mark
out?
Guthrie and Yo Dog both, or Brandon Rains both retired. And that goes with Rick Jackson and Dave Miller, so there's already 4 cars out of the race, 3 due to engine failure.
Hey, at least we're not keeping the slow pieces of shit on the track to wreck the field again. Yeah.
Ooh. Strong words from the point leader.
I know. The wreck pieces. Could you imagine, like, Terry Labonte just leading in 1996? Those wreck pieces of shit are costing me my last chance at a championship.
Damn lap cars.
It's a shame Ward Burton never won a championship. Could you imagine his interview?
Damn
We won
lap-
the goddamn thing!
It's going to be the QSM teammates, 1-2, NOS Energy Ryan and NOS Energy Craig. Point leader Tim McDonald, 5th. Green flag, green... Oh, sorry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Green flag, green, green, green.
That was a very spaced out start.
Yeah, I thought they would, There was
I think those QSM cars may have gotten too far out ahead.
I don't know, I think they did the right thing. They have enough horsepower. Battle for the lead. Craig Lee actually tries to pass his teammate. And that's going to bunch up the field. Tony Long in 3rd, battling for 2nd. McDonald following. Johnny Reed Foley with that humongous horsepower.
Oh my god, there it is.
There it is. This isn't Madden.
Who is that?
Who knows? You're right, this is not Madden.
Not even one of us.
We have pleaded for the title and the category to be changed.
We've been telling him he needs to do this for what, 8 weeks now?
We're trying to get NFL fans
baseball is
inverted.
Madden too?
Tough scene. Tough scene.
Tim McDonald going for 2nd. Johnny Reed Foley using that JRF horsepower.
To go backwards.
Oh no!
Oh, there goes Dalton to the pits.
Oh no. Probably put on too much tape.
Seizure camera work again. Work.
And he's in the grass yet again. And now he's back on the pavement. You know, you gotta scrub the tires.
Looks like maybe they blew a left front tire. This is not good for Dalton Lucas. Now the question is he going to lose a lap? Probably at some point. But will he be right away?
Well, Dalton does a lot pretty quickly, and then the field comes behind him. Here they come.
Tim McDonald battling for the lead. Craig Lee.
Here comes LePage.
Oh man. No.
Please, Kevin LePage the field. Please, Kevin LePage the field. Oh, he's not gonna do it. Oh, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. Do it. Oh.
I'll just LePage the back half of the field.
That was some excellent merging tactics by Dalton. Good job.
I think he merged perfectly because he's gonna not lose the track.
Off the back of the field.
That looks like play.
Steven Spears has a long way to go to get to the
Short
front.
time to get there.
You gotta go with the hole.
That's the rock song.
No wind to hold. No wind to ride it back that they go.
Now is the time. Whoa, here's the lead.
That sounded like you were implying something that I'm not sure was there.
The Top Gear Motorsports, one having an excellent season, one having a horrifying season. Up
Was that
front,
like-
1-2.
Oh my god.
What a bonsai move by Johnny Reed Foley. Wow.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow.
Here comes the sucker hole. Then gear. Gone. Oh! Oh my god.
That would have been the field. That would have been the entire field.
That would have been the big one at Talladega. Cut to Applebee's and come back to
Hey,
it
the
still
big one
wrecking.
with the massive one. Oh, there it is. JB's
Oh.
in it.
Oh, Miller's in it. He got N.O.R.L. Oh god, Zach's in it.
Huge wreck. Zach Michael goes around.
Wow, someone's flipping. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Spears, you made it. You made it through.
Oh,
And
dead.
Alex, and he's in the chat. He's not dead.
Alex Crapser has entered the chat. He's alive and well.
Hello, Alex Crapser. Let's see Steven
Right.
Spears get through the incident.
Hopefully it was cool.
The incident.
Prepare myself to clip this.
Tony, you just
Oh,
there
yeah.
too.
Whew. Thank God the
See,
apron has.
here's the thing.
Look at the grip on the apron. Fantastic.
That's gonna create all these wrecked pieces of shit I was talking about earlier.
I think I just hung it wide open on the apron. It's no big deal.
There went a piece of debris over the car.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a big one. Oh god, Adam.
Whoa, fuck.
You know, Adam got caught up in that, and that is unfortunate.
It increases your Rookie of the Year battle.
It increases the battle in a second.
Wait, who's competing?
You and Adam Crapser.
Okay.
Look at those cars going flying down the bottom.
Wow. That was a big one. Ambient car, that's what they saw.
The smoke and debris and cars going everywhere is really something.
Wow. Who was it that spun hard and hit hard the first time? You know, Zach doesn't look too damaged, actually.
JB got put in the wall pretty heavily, but Tony, what are these ring flags?
Still not as bad as the actual was.
And JB hooks Alan in the, down a little bit. Down in the build. Build bounce off Miller.
I think they were just side drafting too hard.
I don't know if there was any flips. Maybe there. I didn't see one, but maybe I missed it.
I didn't see one. I thought I saw one, but when you're going through it, I didn't see one. Looked like someone at the back end of it was flipping, but
Fortunately, nobody hit anything really super hard.
well, you know what saved Zach is if he didn't hit who's in the 144 again? Henson?
Henson, he would have been head on the wall.
Yeah, if Zach didn't hit Henson there, it would have been ugly.
You know what honestly saved a bunch of people here? That the cars that were trailing at the back weren't another second back. Otherwise, somebody would have gotten killed as they went flying through.
That could have been worse. I'm surprised the apron didn't flip anybody over in transition.
Another thing, everyone stayed up towards the wall. That rarely ever happens.
Yeah. And no one got Arkham rigged, so... Did Tex get out of that clean?
No.
Oh, he almost did, if he could have just threaded that a little bit more. I don't think anybody's going to be knocked out of the race from this.
No, nobody hit anything super hard.
The hardest hit was probably JB into the outside wall.
Yeah.
And even that wasn't that bad.
And that's no
Can you
Pocono...
watch this from Glenn's on board? Because I think that might be terrifying.
Yeah, and that's no... That's no... Oh, and he's got the worst of it. Elliot Sather's dying over and hitting the inside wall.
Yeah, Kurt Busch. Oh, he definitely has the worst of this. Elliot said.
Hardest hit ever registered.
Nobody ever saw it.
Hey Glenn, how much you left? How much you left? How much you left?
He needs these important points.
Wrecking ahead, wrecking ahead, wrecking ahead.
Glenn just does not care. Oh my god.
Slow car ahead. Yeah, don't care. Slow car ahead, go low.
No, it's true.
You're close.
Since we raced back, he is actually gaining positions. Can't say I fault him for that, guys. As Clint Boyer once said, it ain't his fault. It's N.O.R.L's fault. We shouldn't be out here running this idiotic format.
Meanwhile, Tyler Scott is in the lead.
Oh, don't
Kevin
worry,
Corbett's in third.
The 17th history this year tells me he will end up upside down on fly.
Flipping 80 times.
Why we're here, I just want to go ahead and say, Russ Tarneski, we're thinking of you, buddy. Get well, and I'm sorry for killing you.
What are we yelling about?
Oh. Oh! Wow.
Oh man. It's not looking good.
I think the right front tire carrier there on one of those teams just got mauled.
What's funny is he only lost one spot.
It's the old Brad Keselowski pit stop. Why is Kevin falling back so far?
He was going really slow.
What did he?
I'm gonna point out the problem with your question. Why is Kevin?
Question, why is Kevin? It doesn't have an answer. It's there. Alright, so I really can't. Was that lap 37 that big wreck happened?
Yep. And there's only one car not on the lead lap right now. That's still in the race, so it's looking pretty good so far. Not really any damaged race cars that badly. Dominique.
I have a hunch one of those cars is more damaged than we think.
Maybe. I know Matthew's damaged because of the first wreck.
Let's watch from the back of the field to see who drops to the back of the start.
Zach Michael has a bit of
and
rear end
Dalton's a lap
damage.
down, so
Yeah.
let's see if we can get that back.
I'm trying to do better about keeping track of these wrecks.
So it's Randy Dobbins, Russ Chardon, Tyler Scott, Kevin Corbett, Johnny Reed Foley, Alex Krabser, Ken Pettit, Tim McDonald, Ben Gear, John Clark, Ryan Hoyes in the top 10 as we are about to go green.
Tell you what, Ben Gear leads this day.
Green flag, green, green, go!
Yeah, Zach's gonna be a little slow.
I think Zach just had a bad start.
Let's see if these two stay with the field.
See how significant the
Because if you're
damage
gonna
is.
lose the track, you're gonna do it on these starts where everybody's strung out.
Yep.
I think John Batista and Zach Michael just got struck out on the left side.
I think as long as they stay here, they'll be okay. This would be detrimental to Zach's points.
Yeah, he's already fallen out of the top 10, I think. He's like right in there.
Yeah, he's 12th right now.
The field's breaking up.
Yeah, we
even Spears like the wreck piece of shit he isn't.
we have some damaged cars. What is going on with me?
That is a question we can't answer for you, Spears.
Like my guy's like falling back for no reason. We got scurred.
Maybe he saw what's happening ahead of him and went, yeah, no.
Yeah, the field is split. It looks like this split portion of the field is all damaged cars, I think.
And Spears.
And me, yes.
Alan Nesfetter goes for the lead. They're 4 wide for the lead. Whoa!
Oh, look at Tony Pizarro just sticking it in there.
Pizarro can't afford to be unaggressive.
Can't afford to be unaggressive.
I'll tell you how this day's gonna go for Tony Pizarro. He's either gonna hit the checker or he's gonna wreck out John.
Yes. It's gonna be the last lap and I'll swerve and then crash while leading.
28th in points is not a comfortable feeling.
Foley also needs a good finish.
Yeah. He's 23rd in points.
Fucking ass.
Okay. Apologize for the 39's radio. It's very frustrating.
I want to get off my fucking ass.
Oh god, John Barb, he absolutely gives no fucks. No fucks given.
Oh my god.
Adam's like, I'm not letting you have it. Get out of the way. You go to the sucker hole, not me.
I like that at least they're paired together. Makes sense.
I wonder if they'll pull the old Kurt and Kyle Busch and just keep hanging each other out all race.
You guys want to hear a cool fact? The highest pool jump in the world is held by a man named Professor Splash, and he jumped from 36 feet in the air and belly flopped into 30 centimeters of water.
What qualifies him as a professor?
That's your problem.
I have a problem with everything
Is
that
the
just
field
was
coming
said.
back together, or did they drop the wrecked cars off the back?
No, they're just coming back together, except for Spears, who's losing the draft.
Yeah, I'm entirely going to lose the draft here.
I don't know if they stay 5 wide, you can catch back up.
Tough break for the 65. Nothing's wrong with him, he's just dumb.
Nothing's wrong with it, he keeps burping the throttle into the corner.
He's
Did you hear that bit of commentary during the ARCA race?
No, oh my god, no.
One of the drivers, Fred, who was his first play race, and he's talking about how he was struggling in practice, and after practice he went up to Kenny Schrader and just like, I just don't get it. I'm struggling so hard. I'm just burping the throttle into the corner like you would. Schrader barely grabs the shake like, you don't do that here. You take that right foot, you cramp on top of the left, and you push that throttle all the way down.
I think the saddest thing, I think what makes me very angry about that is that guy got approved to race in that race.
He actually ran fine once he stopped lifting.
What is it? Is this like N.O.R.L part 2?
I love N.O.R.L.
So you know what that tells me? That tells me that I could get in an ARCA car and probably run fairly well.
Yes, you
And that-
could.
And that's kind of sad.
You put somebody in an ARCA car to play track that and give them a halfway decent car, and they're not afraid to keep their foot in it, you could win that damn race.
Oh yeah, I would.
If you like to cheat, you can be Bobby Gerhardt.
Oh, yeah.
Spears, you're in trouble.
Yeah, we're in trouble here, guys.
You need another motor to blow up and it not be yours.
Battle for the lead, Ryan Hoyser and Tony Pizarro go neck and neck. Without Rick Jackson,
By the way, this
Pizarro
track's
is
cameras are not
teamateless.
great.
What's that?
This track's cameras aren't great.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm going to switch it for the second half. It's just too close, and then it's too far, then it's too close.
Switch it to the M4 cameras.
Yeah, I'll just do the regular Talladega.
We'll hire an all-new camera crew for the second half of the race.
You're all fired.
You're fired!
Well, it's the placement of the cameras, not us. You're still fired.
Still not as bad as the actual broadcast. I can see the whole field. In the actual broadcast on Sunday, they were so zoomed in, it was like you can see an ant walking across the track.
4 wide for 10th. Scott Jackson.
How
Ken
can you
Pettit.
tell it's for 10th?
It's like 10th or 20th, I don't know.
It's 4 wide for
Same
slots
thing.
7 through 9.
10th, 20th, what's the difference?
About 10.
The top
Well,
two
here
are
it's a
4
difference
wide.
of 0.00001 seconds. Yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and make an excuse that a spark plug wire fell off my motor. We're gonna call it good.
So who's the next motor that goes?
Well, since we're only running on 7 cylinders, I think we're gonna be okay.
Yeah, okay. I love how every time someone has 7 cylinders, it's like, we're going to pull through to the end, then 5 laps later, they just pit. And they're like, that's it.
And they're like, I'm done.
Yeah.
It's like blowing 4th gear. I blew 4th gear at Talladega once, and I was like, I'm done. This
See,
is...
in N4 that wasn't a problem. Because 4th gear was my fuel save gear at the plate tracks.
Well, like, that's... When I blow a gear at short tracks occasionally, every once in a while, and it was like, oh, no big deal, but when you blew like 4th gear like a mile and a half, or like here, it was like, that's it, I'm just gonna park it. What's
I
the
think I
point?
did run a whole half of a race once without high gear at a track where you kinda needed it. It's like, I ain't taking the DNF. I'll limp around pulling onto the apron when you guys catch me, but I ain't parking it.
I actually blew, I blew 3rd gear at Watkins Glen one time, going through the butt stop, because I got spun, and I was shifting, and it shredded it, I guess, and,
Actually, I found the race a while back, but I blew 3rd gear at Watkins Glen once, while leading, ran my slowest lap of the race, the lap I blew 3rd gear, the next lap I ran the fastest lap of the race, and demoralized Dalton was running second.
I would.
He thought something good was happening because he gained a whole bunch, and then lost a bunch at the end of the race. He's like, so what happened to that lap I gained? And like, that's the lap I lost third gear. He goes, wait a minute, you lost third gear? Like, yeah. It's like, and then you drove away again? Like, yeah. I was like, god damn it.
Yeah, I lost third gear at Watkins Glen. I was so slow the rest of the race.
No matter what age you have, you gotta look on your own shifts. You gotta look on your own shifts.
Well, it's like,
gears right out of that box.
like yeah, I came in too hot and I was getting on the brakes and I had too little brake in it, so I spun myself.
Trying to match the gears to get really good results.
Yeah. I got frustrated. It was going through the gears and shredded third, and I was like, well, I deserve that.
The worst thing, and this happened to me in iRacing, trucks at Watkins Glen come out of the outer loop, you accelerate down that straightaway and go from second to third. That wasn't third gear, that was first.
Yeah.
And I went to gear.
Not a good look.
No, one of the few times I've DNF'd in iRacing with mechanical failure.
Yeah, so that 12 car, really stout.
It's looking like a stereotypical Bizarro Blazer game so far.
And those days usually end in somebody else winning.
Has Pizarro found his magic?
Ken Pettit falling way, way, way back, struggling in the depths of time and space.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tony?
Look, after 9 events, you know, when you go 12th, 41st, 1st, 42nd, 23rd, 34th, 40th, 36th, and 4th, you just lose it.
Is the field falling apart again?
Each of those races, he qualified in the top 10. You lose it.
More people are losing the draft. How many cars are off the back now?
All those cars back there are damaged except to me.
Well, Spears, why do you have right side damage?
So I definitely hit something then if I have right side damage.
It might have been on the pit road. I don't see right side damage. No, you
It
do
looked
have right
caved.
side damage.
Yeah, it looked caved in.
Oh man.
Spears, when did you Aloha snack bar and not tell us? How fast is this car going?
Oh my god, dude. I am not going minimum speed. There's no way.
196 action probably is minimum speed.
Okay, yeah it is. If we're going average of what, 214, 230, yeah, so that's okay.
You need a caution badly there.
Let's see, he's in turn 4. Where's the leader?
You know what? We just lost Phil Swift. There it goes.
Swift here for a cemetery.
We lost him on the way.
And the leader, well, you're less than half a lap ahead of the leader.
It's okay, I'll probably blow my motor when they get near me.
Just chop on Tony, spinning on the inside.
It's gotta go up.
On Mark to the inside.
Get out of the care center. So what happened? You know, the track bar fell out of the car. And, just, I don't know.
I think one of my favorite infield interviews is Daryl's on the light track, I think it was. He was at the wreck. They're asking him about it. He's like, well, you know, what was that last caution? I didn't come up with it. You think you were the caution?
That is the most Daryl Waltrip comment ever.
Well, yeah, I was in 1987. If I didn't flip, I would have won the damn thing.
Rusty Walrus.
So the top 5 is filled with TeamSpeak people. Tony Pizarro first, Tim McDonald second, John Batista third, Alex Krapser fourth, Zach Michael fifth.
Okay, now the top 4 is all PPP station.
And then if we count Steven Spears as technically first, just really far ahead, that's the top 6.
Who do you think you are, Ross Chastain?
I don't know.
I think Tyler Scott just de-seated Russ Troneski in that car.
It would have been amazing if Ross Chastain had a photo like the end of it.
Tyler Scott finishes well here, is Russ Charneski in trouble?
Where did he get
Russ Charneski is in trouble.
I mean, he's off life support, so it's okay now.
We don't know, okay? Who gave you that source of information?
Myself.
I'll see what happened to Spears breaking his house and plugging things.
You know, I just went over there and I unplugged this computer. It just looks like it didn't need to be plugged in. Next thing I know, all these alarms started going off.
What riveting commentary there, Alex did.
Brad, think about Brad though, like how much he's improved so far. Those first like 6 races, he was so off. And now,
Yes.
he might get back into the top 10 at some point.
Look, he's drafted with his dog, Jonathan Batista.
Yeah, his teammate John Batista.
You know, they're going places. He keeps peeking. He's like, hey, you know, let's pass this. He's like, okay, and now they make the move a little late. Oh no.
McDonald's going back. Even
You know, Tim
worse,
McDonald.
I can see Spears.
Oh no.
Now it's going to be on the outside.
Lap car go low, lap car go high, lap car go middle. It don't matter. There's going to be a caution.
Lap car grab the handbrake and spin it sideways.
Downshift to first. You got it. What happened? I don't know. Whoa, pressure spike. Wonder why.
Fill the headlights and put it in trouble.
Whoa. This field's getting stacked up again because of this.
All it takes is one battle. Just gets
Yes. Zach Michael went from back of the field up to the top 10 now. That's impressive. Horrible start. Rebounded. It's actually taken you guys quite a bit longer to catch me than I thought.
Now.
Yes.
Giant block.
Does he block him? Oh, Jesus Christ. Lap car stays high. I didn't block him. You know, I'm happy with
You
that.
did the right thing.
Here it is. Here's the block.
I wonder if I'll be able to hang on to the draft. This will show me how damaged I am. If I can't hang up in here, there's an issue. I think we're going to be okay. Or Zach. Slowed him down big.
He's trying to help him. He didn't want to use engine this week, so.
Look at all these cars on the side of the track.
We've gone single file, I believe. Comes back, it's 7 wide. Never mind. Oh! Almost killed Zach. Zach almost killed me. Yes, I'm getting hung out. People are like, no. Oh! And I was gonna drop it.
Every drop it was.
Well, I almost ducked in front of nowhere. And then just like, yeah.
Let's not get charged.
Rob's like, I'm gonna side draft you for no reason, because I can.
Well, I think he was doing the right thing. You might lose a second lap if you use this stop.
Well, the problem is, everybody, like, none of us can get down, so we're all falling back.
I think that's what killed you the first time. Because the field was spread out because of the restart. On the top of it wide. By the time I could pull you back, it was
Just like, daggum. Yeah, see, we can't even get down here. This is a problem.
Slowing out the field, jeez. Look at these people getting dropped. Kevin got dropped. Tony Long got dropped. Better got dropped. Dale, Scott Deutsch, Tex, the pace car. It's a shame that that's going to be on a delay, otherwise it'd be funnier to the people watching.
Ryan Hoyser and Tony Pizarro to the point. Racing for the lead, Ben Gear having the race he needs. Johnny Reed Foley having the race he needs. Alan Nesfetter having the race he needs.
The
Tony
race
Mazzaro
of his life.
having the
His
race
car
he
having the
needs.
race he needs.
Tim
Should I be
McDonald just needs to finish.
Should I be like Marty Reed here? And coming to the checkered flag. No, that was the white flag. One more lap.
Oh no.
It's not about quality, it's about... No, wait, it is about quality.
There's nothing about what he did that was quality or quantity. It was just bad commentating.
I think that guy might be the worst commentator of all time.
He was not bad in IndyCar, I never thought.
Whoa, that was a...
He commentated Jeff Bodine's truck crash pretty well.
This is true. Only reason I know that is because I've seen it on YouTube.
Randy Dobbins. Okay, once a guy like Randy gets to the lead, that's when it starts to stack. Okay.
Meanwhile, Elliott Sadler, like, completely disintegrates his car.
As we continue on the pace laps, we have a total of 12 onboard cameras.
Camels. Holy shit, they're four wide everywhere.
What happened to the field? We found speed again.
We got stacked up racing for the lead.
Oh man.
Okay, am I hung on to this draft or where am
You
I?
are gone, that's probably for the best.
Jesus Christ, my car sucks.
Yeah, there you are.
Oh my god, there's something wrong with my car.
I think there's something wrong with your driver.
How dare you?
Fuck you, Steven Spears. We're trying to have a big one here, aren't we, Foley and JK?
I can't
You
even
know-
keep track of which, like, who's side by side with who here.
A big one would be the best for me.
Tony, the easy part is who isn't side by side.
I
think
know.
Jonathan.
Oh my god.
You know,
This is insanity right now.
I don't know how they haven't wadded it up yet. Zach Miller is
This is
just...
the package NASCAR's trying to get.
It's
They came close.
It's Tharp and Zach Miller who just keep like door slamming the other guys on the outside of them.
Holy shit.
Whatever you did to the I, don't change it. They yes, John
Points.
Brad is not
Oh,
wrong.
there it is. There it is.
Tharp and
Big
Jake.
one.
Oh my God!
Spears,
Wow!
you're gonna arc a break into this.
Oh my God! It's the big one.
Where are the arc brakes? There's somebody
Oh.
coming from behind. There has to be.
Please don't arca break this.
Oh, there it is. Dan arc a brake. Here comes Spears.
Oh man.
I'm going. Oh God!
Again, I don't think anyone hit super hard. We'll find out though. As we see 10 cars flipping. It was just too intense. Too many cars were four wide. Nobody could really keep track of where they were. Spotters were just like, just do what you feel like doing here.
You know, if Mike Joy was gone, I could probably do this record all the time. Crash!
I like when he says that though. It's actually
Because he's actually legitimately enthusiastic about it. He doesn't force it. The guy actually likes the racing. Rick Allen is like, car! Problem! MTJ, adversity. Oh God. Yeah, there's a... I don't know, some cars hit pretty hard.
JB has a little bit of rear damage, but it's not really any worse than it was the first crash.
Was that Foley? One of the red cars hit pretty hard with another person. I couldn't tell if that was the 18 or not.
Hopefully it wasn't Ben.
Oh God, poor Ben. If that was good.
Ben was in that.
Oh, we're about to see if it was Foley.
Ben was in the middle of this. Yeah, Ben's in it. Ben's getting shot into the pits.
Oh, Foley actually didn't get.
How did Foley, I think, avoided the wreck?
I think Foley got away clean.
Mostly got away with it.
Yeah.
See that again.
That was impressive.
You see what it is? You see the deck lights on. That explains it all.
Jesus saves Big Red.
Jesus saves race cars.
Wow.
He wiped Dalton out. That's for damn sure.
Just saves money by shopping at Target.
Yeah, guys, that
Target.
no, but really, that's worth clipping. How he avoided that. I mean, That is
I don't know
nuts.
if you can call that avoiding. He doored Dalton to hell.
I mean, he basically caused it.
Yeah, it looks like Alex Krabs or Zach Miller and Foley just got too close there. Or Zach Miller and Brad got too close.
I don't know where else he's supposed to go. He's on the apron.
Dude, Ben got hit like 7 times very softly and then like just flew into the grass.
You know, if this was the Gen 6, his car would be totaled.
Yeah, because he drove through the cracks. What is that? Like Zach Dalton, or yours?
Which Zach?
That's me, Mike.
Wow.
I hit pretty hard.
Yeah, that's gonna do you.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Oh, I don't need this. I don't need this.
I don't need it.
I
Yeah, that's
definitely don't.
Dog, that's one song. Dog, it's one song. Dog, one song.
The mayor won't be happy after this.
Dog, to put out the whole album, we'll need... Or 20,
Oh,
80, $110.
I think I think Zach hitting there, I think that might have messed up his car.
It's the front end damage that just kills him.
Yeah, I think that last hit there is going to be pretty bad.
Yeah,
It doesn't look bad, but
this happens so close to the front of the field, too.
Hey, how many times are you gonna watch this replay? I think we're ready to go. I think we're ready to go, John.
Yeah, I think Tharp's going to be pretty bad too.
Oh, bitch.
Yeah.
Hey, unlike us, we have angles to watch Rex from.
Fast forward to like lap 150.
Let's see if there are any crashes on pit road.
Oh, hopefully Tyler Scott avoids everything here, unlike he did last time.
Yes. I sure hope Dale's okay. I looked like relatively clean from what I can see. A couple close calls here and there. Should be pitting here in a second. Dalton's a lap down?
Yeah, really.
Oh, yeah. I don't think anybody will fall out of the race because of that last wreck. So...
Some loose connection?
Oh my god. Someone's a modified.
Oh, it happened under yellow.
Well, he was in the wreck.
Actually, no, it didn't. I mean, he was involved in
There was
another
more
wreck.
contact under the yellow.
Wait, there was
He in
contact?
the wreck.
What the hell?
Yellow, but his hood was already destroyed.
Yeah, it looked a lot worse fast. Oh god.
Oh my god. So, story time. Mike... So I was running a, we were at Kansas, and I think it was, I don't remember what season it was, but there was a caution, and I was looking down at my phone, because I got a text message, and Mike Carroll was slowing down in front of me, and I just absolutely smashed into the rear end of it.
Was he
It
mad?
totally... Oh yeah, it ruined his car. It knocked him pretty much out of the race. I think that's the only time Mike was ever legitimately mad at me.
I can see why. And you're just like, just let it all go, man. I'm so
I was
fucking
like,
sorry.
oh, I'm sorry, Mike. I totally wasn't paying attention. He goes, you think?
That's the worst thing you say. You don't say that. About to go green, Scarberry at the point. Green flag, go! Dominique on the high side. Steven Spears, Dalton Lucas trying to get their laps back.
Yo, what kind of start is this?
Lap 73 of 188. Scarberry at the point, looking to get his first N.O.R.L win. First N.O.R.L top 3. First
I think there's a lot of
N.O.R.L.
race
We're
left.
racing for pride. We're racing for joy. We're racing for money.
We're racing for candy. We're racing for fun.
You know, we've almost had a caution every 30 laps apart.
Yeah.
So at this point, we're not gonna have green flag stops.
I have a question.
Green flag stops.
Yes.
After the race, will all the drivers get sweets?
Yes, they will all get... Only the top 10 get sweets.
Top 10 kids eat free.
The top 11 back have to... Or not the top 11. 11th on back will have to buy their own candy bar.
What's the point of that?
Be back shortly.
So how long before Spears gets dropped by this pack?
Spears is just not having the horsepower tonight. I don't know what's wrong or why it's wrong.
I think he bounced off the wall somewhere and we didn't see it.
Holy Donald Stewart.
Look at Craig getting dropped.
Lugster and Zach Miller side by side for the lead. Oh man. Oh man. Look at Pizarro on the bottom. 3 wide, go! Pizarro.
3 wide.
Randy Dobbins takes the point. Tim McDonald right behind. Oh man. Oh man. 4 wide for 8th through 12th fish. It's getting crazy.
It's beginning to look a lot like crash time.
Everywhere we go.
Hey Doug, maybe you should redo the vocals and not be so goddamn pitchy.
Tim McDonald to the
Not be
lead.
so damn bitchy.
Oh, and don't go.
Back from my ice cream break.
Hey, Spears are staying in the draft this time.
God, I wish I had some ice cream.
I'm telling you guys, plug one.
All he needed was ice cream to fix it.
And Spears has his ice cream. He's
It's
going
well
to the
worth
front.
losing a lap. Get my lap back the hard way. At least I still have a hood.
I mean, that's the only way you're gonna get a lap back.
Yes, unfortunately. Tough break. Tough seat.
That's extravaganza racing. You have to earn it.
Literally.
Ryan Hoyser is way back. Holy crap, what's he doing? I'm way back. What are we doing?
Being in a crash.
I can't. Oh, that's right. I was involved in that crash.
Yeah, you had pretty significant damage.
I think I got the most damage I could possibly get without being hindered that hard. I got very
Yes.
lucky.
Let's see how your car is.
The playoffs?
Yeah, are we doing a chase or are we just going full on 36
It's
races?
the chase. The regular 2004 chase.
Oh, so 10 cars here.
It's the chase for the race for the cup for the race chase.
Yeah, we're not doing that 16 car.
Yeah, we don't do participation trophies here.
It's true.
So, is this the playoffs?
Playoffs?
This is week 10. Week 10. Race 10. We're almost halfway through the regular season, and I am 28th. Not good.
Tough season.
Right now it's Tim McDonald, Johnny Reed Foley, and Kevin Corbin. Holy crap.
Oh, the first wheel that you were doing the point, so it's gonna be really surprised.
Now Foley's way back at 27.
It's gonna be like, how did Kevin get up the points? He's missed half the season.
He's missed more than half the season. This is like his 4th start. Look at the draft.
He finishes third, that would really help him.
Who put that number on his roof?
Kevin.
The fucking idiot.
Dale Rosendahl, back to the front. Oh man.
So this is some piece of shit that we're gonna catch like laps.
I mean, it's absolutely pitiful to perform like that. Pitiful.
That's a lot of smoke. And he's not slowing down.
I wouldn't either if I had no hood.
What am I gonna lose?
Oh,
Ben's
no.
in it.
Oh, there's a car tumbling hard.
Yeah, I swear I saw a car flipping off the bank.
And we got the Fox producers here running the show. Not seeing the flip.
Somewhere RJ Reynolds just had another heart attack. Winston is pulling out of his sport clearly after this. Ben Gear.
Can we see the crash now?
Ben Gear
Are they still racing back to this
2019.
caution?
The worst season of history.
Tony, we'd like to see the crash on the speedway.
Okay, no, you're right.
Yeah, can you stop being Fox? Here's what's scary. Ben was this far off the back. What could have possibly happened? Oh, somebody blew up.
Again.
Sounds alright. Oh.
Sorry, dog.
Adam's falling
Dog
apart.
blows up again. Oh, that's Adam.
Yes, Adam has tough scene for Adam. Rough season. Not good.
Oh, Spears!
Drive right into him. Whoa! I got
God,
close.
dude.
And then they just piled into this.
Oh my God! Rob
Alex
just.
is in it. JB's in it. Alex is still in it. JB's on his side.
Oh, JB almost flipped.
Yeah, that 29's gonna be done. Oh, Tony. Oh, JB did a little hippity hop. Oh, they wrecked again. Tony, I think you actually are in it.
Let's take a look at JB's hippity hop.
Tony, I think you're in it. Spears, you just snuck through this.
I know that was
Oh, yeah,
Jesus.
Just ran into him. And then all the 17s in it.
JB's bunny hop was impressive.
The best part is it probably destroyed his car.
You know what screwed up Ben?
Tony, you need to look at your onboard because you were the one flipping, I think.
Look at Ben. The only reason he stopped is because he's
I'm
on
still
the
going.
transition. That is so screwed
Tony, I
up.
think your car is done.
Let me take a look.
I keep seeing you in the corner of the shot going straight to the outside wall.
Tony Pizarro does not need another bad finish. Oh man. Oh man.
Will he drop to 35th in driver points?
See, you missed. Did you miss Ken? No.
Look at Tony.
Oh!
Tony's like, wow, I missed this wreck. I'm not in this wreck.
Oh, he got.
Oh!
Oh, my Arca brakes.
He didn't. Oh, no, he flipped. Yeah, he's done.
No! No! What?
Who hit you?
Why? I did everything right until everyone else did everything wrong. What?
Tough scene. The 12 is dead.
No.
Oh my God.
We need another camera angle on that.
Who just absolutely Arca braked you?
That was Tex.
Oh,
Why? I understand you're trying to not slow down to get in the wreck.
Tex. Literally, he can't even see. Cold trickle. Boom.
Now, who hit you here? As you're coming to a
I
stop?
think that was Ryan.
That was Ryan and Ken.
What a
They're both-
douche.
Oh my God, dude.
They're both done. There's no way those cars get repaired.
Oh my.
Is Tony's collarbone all right?
I think I'm gonna miss the rest of the season.
Tony, who's your sub driver for next week in Dover?
Jim Fitzmaurice.
Oh God. Like Ryan's accelerating after having been in the wreck and just kills you once in the gym.
I love how he just watches me flip, doesn't even like stop to say, "Are you okay?"
He tried to hit you again.
Okay, let's look at some of the other angles here. Spears, you just barely missed it.
Yeah, Spears on really interesting.
Well, Spears got by it right before
What is the web coming out? Ken ran up the back. What number are we? Who are you?
I know who you are.
That's probably in the city, alright.
Please go to Tex on board. Please.
That'll be a good one.
I just really want it.
Yeah, let me check out Tex here.
Okay, that save that pit. That should be the thumbnail of the race. JB's bunny hop. I like how he's like warped into the apron, but nothing happened. What a disgusting act.
That was that's for me and Ben. That's like the type of thing that should have like turned around at some point. Like, okay, good luck's gonna happen, and then the worst possible bad luck still keeps happening. Why? Why would you do that, cornfuel?
He doesn't even slow down. He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna win.
Oh my god.
And then all of a sudden you get tagged again, and it's like, hey, he's flipping.
Well, it's so stupid because Adam Crapser's still in the top 10 technically because he's still riding around with a blown up car. Actually, no, he just got a tow and took the lead for a second. Alright, last one's gonna be Spears here. We'll look at his rear camera. Wow. I think JB and Brad are okay.
Here's the thing. If Spears had done that, it would make sense for this sponsor.
Yes.
Just looking around a football.
So who's Motor Blue?
That was Adams.
Okay, I need to keep track of that.
So that's gonna help your Rookie of the Year battle that you're gonna lose.
This is gonna help him in a whole lot of ways, because
Adam
I'm gonna actually
Coffin
finish
Bowl,
like probably 20th now. Like top 20, 25th maybe.
Damn. So that was the first real big wreck that took out actual cars.
That had to have taken out 3 or 4 cars.
I'm
right?
done. There's no question.
Tony, you're in the hospital.
Yeah, I'm that good.
His collarbone, man.
That good.
We're at the
your help is
Halifax
taking me
Medical
to the
Center.
hospital. Yes, the Halifax Hospital in Talladega.
Rock.
It was a really bad wreck. He actually flew out of the car and ended up in Florida.
So it was Adam's motor that blew, and then it caused the big one.
Yeah, the cab, you lived in it. Like, so, Spears, why aren't you hitting on the first time by when you're lap down?
It just says fuck it. I don't care.
I probably had damage.
Oh no!
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh, Spears! That's probably where you got that.
Ooh, Jesus Christ!
We just fixed the damage. Yay! No!
I love how me and Dalton are both a lap down, and we're like, fuck it.
You just reminded me of the scene in Days of Thunder where he brings back the tour race and it's like, hey, I found a spot where we won't have to fix. And the crew just goes over and kicks the shit out of it.
I don't want you to be spoiled.
Tim, your teammate is having the worst season.
Well, that's usually how that goes.
Are you planning on kicking him out of the team? Or?
I mean, no matter who my teammate is, they always have a bad time. When I was that's not true. When I was Foley's teammate, we tried to work together and he wiped me out. I remember drafting with him in like California in a race, and we're doing real good. Then out of nowhere, he just turns me off before. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, Foley likes to get real close.
He likes to bump draft when you can't bump draft.
The impressive thing is we still got 100 laps left.
The impressive thing is that the 29 still.
Yes, I'm going to McDonald's.
Enjoy your Mickey D's.
Hey dog, 20-piece McNugget.
John Batista is 3 laps down. John Batista's out of the race.
No! He was in that pretty hard.
What kind of game is this?
What kind of place is this?
So, is it up to 34th as those are the only guys out of the race?
It looks like it. He didn't get hit that hard to get out, though. Ken Pettit's out of the race, too.
It was I bet the bunny hop knocked the fuel cell out of it. I think
Fucking
that's
game
exactly
makes
what
me
happened.
so revert
It
20.
looks like that because it like clips with the track and causes the car to blow up.
Yep. Adam Crapser, Ken Pettit, John Batista, Ryan Hoyser, and Tony Pizarro out.
Gonna be a good point save for me.
Oh, yeah. These are guys that are in the battle. Especially Ryan and JB and Ken.
I'm not in the battle shit. Goddamn no.
It's a shame Dalton can't get his lap back.
Well, now he has damage.
It's all Spears' fault. And those fuckers shouldn't have even been pitting that lap.
Tim
Hey, you
McDonald.
watch him out.
Well, yeah, Ken's out of the race too because the 4's out.
Tony, sir, are you out of the race?
Yes, I think so.
He's fucking done.
Oh, Dalton, no!
That would have been a good finish. Dalton, where are you going, bro? To the pits again, I would presume.
That's what he gets for, door slamming me. Wonder if I'm gonna have to. Oh God.
I don't think he's gonna make the pits.
What is happening here? Did he blow up? I mean, what is?
He probably
There
broke
was no
something when you
smoke.
hit your car.
There was no smoke. Oh no, and he hasn't learned the trick that to coast longer, you take it out of gear. Jeez, Tex is the slow piece of shit now. He's 20 mile an hour up the pace.
Wow. Meanwhile, Steven Spears is staying with the leaders. Tim McDonald and John forward.
Well, I think Steven Spears is just keeping the rest of the pack from catching us when we race.
He's like Dale Earnhardt in 2001. Go get him, Foley, Tim. You got it. You got it.
Are you insinuating that I'm blocking?
No.
No, we're insinuating that you're going to die in weeks of slow fracture.
Where is Zachary Miller running? Oh, fifth.
Right.
I just got live breaking news update asking where he was running, even though he's racing.
Look at the destroyed system.
What is up with Kevin's number on the roof? What is that?
Spears, remember the earlier comment when it was an info?
Oh.
Why is Kevin?
Yeah.
What is Kevin also wants?
I think the 65 is just absolutely a piece of junk, but you know what? We're going to finish well today.
It's taped together.
We can't even run with the 6, and their fuel cell's exposed.
Downforce, man.
I can't wait for this guy to catch Texas 20 to 30 mile an hour off the pace.
Oh.
Sounds good.
Why is Butter leaving the pits?
Butter had a problem.
This is great news for the 65 team.
Yeah, you might get another spot.
Butter reflects during the match.
His yellow roof flaps.
That are in fact to the wrong sides and not lined up with the in-game reflects.
Tim McDonald and John Greenfield still going to Red Dolphins, showing some horsepower and edge.
I will say,
This year,
charcoal does taste better than gas.
you're eating either one of those.
Hey, that charcoal taste, you can taste the difference.
You know you're not supposed to put charcoal in.
Oh yeah, but it adds flavor, nutrients.
Yes, all that ignited carbon.
It is amazing that Zach is still somewhat running in this race after the nose damage that he has.
I feel like a lot of cars have nose damage.
It's the great equalizer, the nose damage.
That's why Kevin's up close to the front. He hasn't really hit anything all day.
Tim's gonna win this race. I don't think anybody has a car even close to you
Well,
now.
the problem is the two dominant cars, me and Ryan, took
Got
each other
absolutely
out.
demolished, yeah.
It's like, what?
So Tim's out here just gonna be full on DEI, like, whatever. I just ran it wide open.
Amazed that Craig is staying draft. I don't know if he will for much longer.
Holy smokes.
In a league race, I got a top 5 with no good ones, right behind a car that didn't wear over.
This is good because there's a lot of cars in the top 15 in points that are like dead. So if he can stay in the lead drafting, that'd be impressive. Right now, Steven Spears is 30th, 1 lap down. Ben Gear is 31st, 1 lap down. Dalton Luke is 33rd, 5 laps down, probably out of the race. Tim McDonald leading. Alex Krapser 9th. Zach Michael 14, John Reed 18, Kevin Corbin 19, Glenn Kaufman 23rd, David Courtney 24th, still on the lead lap. Scott Deutsch, a lot of guys in the back that just haven't wrecked.
That is a disgusting act by Randy Moss.
That was the whole reason why the Patriots didn't want him, because of that one thing. Like, oh no, he's gonna moon the Patriots fans.
Pretty ridiculous, if you ask me.
It was ridiculous that he did that. He thought he'd get away with it too.
If I'll take a guy who's mooning the fans. Oh no.
Tim McDonald broke the draft.
Now this is a disgusting act by Tex here.
Tony, you changed the car so quickly, I thought Scott had disappeared.
It's a disgusting act.
Wow, Tex really just ruined the race up front for a couple minutes here. Well, yeah, like what? Now he's gonna go block Michael Hansen.
He's blocking your line.
He's like the Pied Piper. I'm gonna Pied Piper this underpowered. He's gonna block the whole field. Oh, wow. How is Craig faster than him?
I don't know.
Yeah, if I was Matt Reboyne, I would have just hooked him. Get out of the way! What? Hood damage?
I mean, you've hit like 4 things.
Brain damage, that's for damage.
What is... Get down! What is my guy doing? Wow. What is he...
Goodbye, league draft.
My car is... It looks like it just came out of an ARCA race at Toledo.
Dalton's back on the track.
Paint scheme?
Oh, man.
Hey, I didn't get railroaded. But we did create a breakaway at the front.
Tim McDonald, Scott Jackson, Dan Johnston, Jimmy Stevens, Tony Long, Johnny Reed Foley, and Randy Dobbins are now the top 7, pulling away from the field.
I don't know. I think we're gonna lose our sponsor after this. How is John Tharp having a good day?
He's done everything wrong. It's just working out so right.
I launched the Twitch app on my Xbox to watch the race on the TV. Load the stream, immediately the app crashes.
Sounds about Twitch app.
Scott Jackson, who won the Big Bud Shootout, is going for the lead over Johnny Reed Foley.
New leader.
Number 38.
Number 38. SJ.
Now the problem is the first pack has so many or so few cars that they actually stay in line more than the car with a bunch. The pack with a bunch. So they're pulling away.
And also there's more broke pieces of shit in the second pack.
That's true.
Why is the second pack going 4 wide?
I don't
It's
know.
like,
Because they're AI.
okay, I think Tex pretty much effectively took this race out of contention for another caution.
Look at some of the cars in this pack. Christian Torres, Scott Deutsch, Dale Rosendahl, Glenn Kaufman, a battered Bill Werkheiser, Kevin Corbett, Ben Gear, who had a lot of damage. Alex Crapser's probably like, frack, I need to get the hell out of here.
It's pretty pathetic that I have a hood and I can't hang onto the draft.
Well, your passing lap car skills are not very good tonight.
It's okay. You know, once I get some respect in this series, I'm just gonna go full on Warburton.
Oh yeah, you're just learning.
Damn lap car. So, big time news. Adblock is blocking the Twitch ads again, so that's positive. If you were a partner, Tony, and you were making ad revenue, I would not block you. But since it goes directly to Twitch, no. Wow, race is almost over. Just kidding.
The race is just beginning.
I think that pre-race concert for Foley was good luck, because, good day.
Yeah, this is the night he needed. Finally, he's getting a good race. He started off okay, but then he just got in a few... I think he finished last 2 weeks in a row, if I remember correctly. Like, it was pretty bad.
Let's go to our statistician, Peter. Peter, what do you got? Peter's telling me that... Yeah, he did in fact have a rough start to the season. Yes, he finished 42nd and 42nd the past 2 races. Oh my sweet
Oh man!
Jesus.
Oh man! Ah!
Put it out, put it out. Put it out.
There it is. Fourth caution of the night in the second pack.
Once again, I was not involved.
Once again, the 11 was. Let's see what happened here.
I think... Who does the 11 drive for?
Old Farts Racing.
I think N.O.R.L or Old Farts Racing needs to fire him? Or do something. This was just one of those, like, mild wrecks that really should not have happened.
Right. In the middle of a straightaway. Like, Zach
Yeah.
Michael did nothing wrong on the bottom. Craig and Rob just, for some reason, decided to get together there.
I think Rob just got tired of it. He saw the hoodless Craig Lee passing him, and he had enough. Yeah, they just, like, stuck together like glue. Is that... Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Some of the
Yeah.
wreck avoidance has been really good, other than like a couple stupid ones. Wow. Kevin's gonna win this damn race with moves like that. Hot damn. Well, Rob's not like Richard Petty anymore. He's like Richard Petty in 1992. Get out the fire extinguisher.
I think that was the Atom Pen. Yes. You know, it is a miracle that Matthew Dominique did not get destroyed by that wreck, because...
Yeah, he had a
Points
few
implication.
opportunities to get a lot of front end damage there.
that is your second in points, guys, so...
Yeah, Tim McDonald's going to come out of here pretty good. And I think Zach Miller got the worst of it. He hit the outside wall pretty damn hard.
That was no Kurt Busch worst of it either, you are correct.
This was legit. as Scott Jackson comes across the line in the lead as we make our green flag pit stops. Or yellow flag pit stops.
We have not had green flag stops, and it's probably for the best.
Yes. That's good. It's another wreck that didn't take anybody out.
Next thing you know, like 4 cars just park.
I've had enough of this today.
I think we got to take half the field and run it backwards. Just start sawing off legs.
Well, that puts the field back together too, so that's a plus.
Yes. The negative for Tim McDonald had a race car at Dega. Left, right, right tire explode. VTEC. Honda.
Looks like there was no serious pit road incidents this time.
It's probably because the 65 didn't pit.
No, you did.
Okay, I just decided not to be a wrecking ball. Well, the sad thing is, but it's also somewhat good news is that this actually will not be my worst finish of the season. So, it is bad, but it could be worse.
Alright, so Tim McDonald has a 1-lap lead over the field as we go to halftime.
Did he not pit?
No, he pitted, but Christian Torres somehow ended up in second, even though he should be like 10th, and everyone's trying to pass him. So let's see what happens as I change the camera angle.